冇見啊？
你好，
去咗邊度揾食啊？
Okay.
冇。
Everybody know me, right?
翻工
No. My name is Kelly Zhang. I'm from Philadelphia. I'm a single mom with 4 children. I have 3 going to college and a 9-year-old. So, you know, financial aid is a very big deal when you have children going to college. How many of you have children going to college?
Yeah.
Or soon going to be going to college. You know, last year I went to a Super Saturday event and I learned the concept of how to apply for financial aid. And I applied to it and I did some research to how to apply for more financial aid. So, and then from my research, I reapplied the second year for my daughter to go to college, and I saved like $100,000 together in the 4 years. The first year my daughter went to college, my income was really low because I'll show you in a little bit. Because I wasn't in WFG, I wasn't doing my real estate, and I just have a office job, 9 to 5. And my income was really low. So after all my deduction and everything, my net was like a 4-digit income. And I have to pay $18,000 for my daughter to go to college. And I was wondering why. I mean, my income is so little, and then I have to get a loan from Discover. It's a Discover student loan for her to go to college. And then the second year, after I came into the WFG, I learned that the way you fill out the application, you know, what kind of routes you can take, and what are all the options you have as to what kind of aid you could get, like grants or scholarships from the federal government. So I went into a very thorough investigation, like research myself, and that's why this year I have 3 of my children going to college, and they literally don't have to pay anything. Wow. And my income is like 10 times the previous year. So that income. Okay. So I'm going to show you all the resources where you could get all those aids from the federal government and where to apply. So the types of financial aid, there are merit-based, which are scholarships from the school, depending on your child's GPA and their performance and like how they do on the SAT. The school decides how much scholarship they will give your child. And there are need-based scholarships like grants and financial aid, where the website to apply is FAFSA.gov. So if you go in to apply for the grants and the financial aid, it's free. You don't have to be paying from the federal government. And from the federal aid, it's based on your EFC. Okay, what is EFC? EFC, I got this from Google. It's a measure of how much you and your family will be able to contribute toward your educational expense for 1 academic year. So FAFSA, you have to apply every single year. The best time to apply is January and February, because the aid go in is like almost like a first come first serve basis. So if you apply first, you get more financial aid than when you apply late.
Even you supposed to get that the same amount.
Right. And EFC is calculated based on your family's income and assets to determine how much you can afford to pay for your children's college. The formula to calculate for your financial aid is the COA, which is the cost of attendance, the EFC, which is estimated family contribution from your income, equals whatever financial aid they're willing to give you. So how do you maximize your financial aid? You can reduce your parents' income, which in this industry, I don't think you could. You can avoid saving money under your child's name. Like,
It's the only way.
Not,
Right?
yeah.
Like the 529
Yeah.
529.
Don't
or saving account.
Right, savings account, checking account, any kind of bonds, 529, those are assets that they will know, so don't do that. Reduce your assets. A lot of you guys are investing in like stocks and bonds and mutual funds, and all those are considered assets.
Like
that they
rental
will look at.
property.
Yeah, rental property also,
Yeah,
yeah.
effective too.
Yeah, properties also, that they'll count as, assets. But on the FAFSA application, do you know you could actually avoid disclosing your parents' asset?
You can.
Yeah, you could. There is a question in the financial application where do you want to skip to disclose your parents' asset, even your own asset, you could skip.
So just mark it.
Yeah, just say yes, that you want to avoid in
So
disclosing
why
your
would they have
asset.
that option for you? Since it's, I don't know if it's legal or not.
If they have that question for you, then if you said yes, then they don't care if you have any asset or not. It's just based on whatever's on your income
For my
tax,
name.
on the income tax. So the federal grants that you don't have to pay back. These are the grants. There's a federal Pell Grant that you can apply for that you don't have to pay back. There's a federal work-study program from the school. It's a federal aid that they give you for you to like work study. That you could work like in a library for like an hour, for a teacher or something. That count as a work study program that you could apply for, and they will give you a certain amount just for doing that. And this Perkins loan is a federal loan, and this loan you don't have to pay back. There's a SEOG grant, which stands for Supplemental Educational Opportunity Grant. You can apply for that. These are all federal grants, so you don't have to pay back. There's a DU Endow grant. This is only for Drexel University because my son and my daughter goes to Drexel, but I'm sure every university has some kind of endowment grant that you could apply for. So make sure your child go to the school. They have like a financial aid counselor in the school. Every school has one. And you could go and ask them if they have an endowment grant in the university, because usually most of the universities, they will have one. And there's a FEA grant. This is only for Pennsylvania. It's a Pennsylvania Higher Education's Endowment Association grant or something like that. Okay, and that's the website to apply if your child goes to school in Pennsylvania. And this is the website for New Jersey. I searched it today. It's the HESA grant, HESAA, where you could go into. That's the website. Yeah. to go in to apply for New Jersey. It's the same grant, but if you're in PA, you have to go to FEA.org. If you're in New Jersey, go to HESA.org. So that's HESA, yeah.
Those only apply if you're in state.
Right, in state. Mm-hmm. So, okay. Do you know you can negotiate with the school? The first time, I had to pay, like, the first time I got a letter for my daughter to go to college, I had to pay $25,000 for the tuition, but my income was so low. So I went into the financial aid office in the school and talked to them. After the first time I talked to them, they reduced $3,000, so I only have to pay $22,000. And then I got a letter saying that, and then I went back a second time with my daughter, and I got it down to $18,000.
Oh.
And
Bargain.
yeah, you can actually bargain with the school.
And they cry over there.
No, but you just show them that you need more aid.
Oh.
So you can
Wow.
go in and ask for
Do we have to
more.
pay back the money?
No,
Oh, no.
no, they just add it into their
Because
scholarship.
the
Wow,
income,
that's
right?
good.
Yeah, yeah. So the more you go in, the more they give you back.
So go on.
Go every single day.
And
Well, I
then
went
you
back the third time actually, and then they said that's the best that they could do. So then I got a loan for $18,000.
Did you ask them, are you sure?
I know you can do more.
Right? Do you know who makes the decision to how much financial aid you get?
The school.
The school. The
The
school
school?
decides how much financial aid you get. Besides the grants.
That's the state.
It's average between the state, the federal government, and whatever is reserved. There's a reserve every year for people going to college, for kids, because the federal government, they want more people to go to college. So they have a reserve every single year as to how much they have to give. And then every year, each school have a certain amount of money to give you. That's why it's a first come, first served basis, because if you apply early, they give you more, and then at the end, the reserve is limited. So when it's limited, then they don't have enough to go around for everybody, then you get less at the end if you apply late. So, and see, this is my daughter's college tuition this is 2012 to 2013, you can see it right there. Her cost of attendance, you can see it's up there, $42,800, which a lot of them, it doesn't really apply to me. Like the fees, the books, the travel, and miscellaneous, they add like about almost $10,000 on top of it. So the total I need is only like $36,000. You know, sometimes if you don't tell them that you don't need those, they'll add it to your tuition. So you have to tell your child to send email to the financial advisor, tell them that you don't need those in your bill. Then they'll take it out, and then whatever you need is whatever the actual amount is that you pay them. Or else they're gonna add all those into your bill, and you have to pay extra. Okay, and then sometimes they will pay you back, but sometimes they don't. So you have to be careful of the bill when they send it to you. And so, like, the first year, my Pell Grant, my daughter gets $5,500. Work study, she got $500. This is the $18,000 I got from Discover student loan for her tuition, the first year. And we got the endowment grant for $12,000. We got the FAFSA award, which because we applied early, we got an early FAFSA award for $1,000. So the earlier the better, you know. We have a subsidized and unsubsidized loan. These loans are federal government loans, but you have to pay back. And then with all these together, I have $42,000. So I only need 36. So I don't even need these two loans. Because these two loans, you have to pay back with interest. Okay, you have to pay interest for these. So I didn't even take these. We accepted it in the beginning because we don't know if we have enough. But then we told them that we don't need it.
For the subsidized loans?
Yes.
They don't start interest until 6 months after you leave college.
Right.
So if you want, you can take that.
And then you pay it
and
back
pay it
before,
back
yeah.
When you graduate.
Right after you graduate.
Yeah,
But
right
you have
after
it
you
6
graduate.
months before they
Right.
start.
If you have the money.
You
Yeah.
have the money.
If you
3,000? Nah.
6.5
Just
to
get out of
7%
college.
interest.
You don't have that kind of money.
Right, that's how much I'm paying.
A lot of
Right.
kids can pay, you know,
Yeah,
parents
they
very
can
tough,
pay.
you know.
Yeah, that's why the student loan interest is going up. Right, you know the student loan I got for Discover, this loan is like 6% interest rate.
Really?
Yeah,
More than a house.
yep, more than a house.
It's
Crazy.
cheaper than those.
You know, when I got this, I have to pay $18,000. You know how much my income was? Net, $4,900. That's my 1040. My name, my address, everything's on here. I have 4 children. My net income is only $4,900. I had to take out $18,000 for my college tuition.
So you did pay for the first year.
I did pay for the first
pay
year,
for
$18,000.
Wow, that's crazy.
I only have $4,900. I don't understand. Only 5,000? Less than 5,000 net. This is my net income.
A whole year? I
Whole
survived.
And then,
Oh yeah.
see, that's why a lot of people can afford
Yeah.
children to school if
Because
you don't
you
know how
know
to
my W-2 is only $10,000. I have a rental house income, but I lost money on that because
Yeah,
of
so
the
it's
interest and
subjective.
everything. I lost 10,000, and then I got some kind of income from a business income or something, 1099, and then my net income is only 4,000. But I have to pay 18,000.
That's before
Doesn't make
WFG, right?
sense.
That's before WFG.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Kelly,
Then how did you pay for it?
You say you
Credit card.
it's January and February, or
Yeah.
July, so
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
for next year.
Right. No, for September.
For September.
September,
I mean,
yeah, for next year, yes.
For September.
Right.
But do they need to know what class you're taking before you apply, or?
You have to give them the school that you're going to.
Oh, that's the school.
Yeah, just the school. Yeah. Okay. So you can actually use your child's income if they make money. Most people think that it's better to not to have your child file their own income tax, but that's not true. You know, if they work part-time, if your child's W-2 is over $10,000, it's better to file separately. You could still claim them as your dependent because they're going to college and live with you, and they could also file separately. And then the IRS will pull your child's income instead of yours.
Oh, good.
That's what I did
So
last
let
year.
Emily take care of
I
it.
gotta call now.
There is a link to IRS tab in the FAFSA application where you could link it. When they link your income tax, last year my daughter went to work with the co-op program with Drexel. She made $10,090. She just made the mark. So when I went in to apply, when I pushed the tab, link to the IRS tab, it pulled her income instead of mine. Okay, so
That's why she get everything.
that's why she get, yeah, she get a
So it's
free
good for
ride.
this kid to make 10,000.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah, 10,000.
Or
little bit.
less than 10,000.
No, more than
No,
10,000.
more than
10,000.
10,000.
If it's less than 10,000, you're still a dependent of your parent.
Under
So
yours,
they
yeah.
take your parents.
Do you
Okay.
know what is the max?
I don't know what the max is.
Don't get raised. Don't get raised. When you get 10,200, 10,200. That's it. Don't give me more raise. That's it.
Tell your manager, it's okay, I don't want more money.
This is my daughter's income, 10,090.
Oh my goodness. Right, and then
10,090
She
and
made
she
more
get
than
a
you.
free. She made more than me, yes.
She gonna take care of you.
So, and then this is her
college. Maybe.
college grant this year, last year actually. So the total I need is 34,814 because all those stupid room and board, tax board, and transportation, I don't need those, right?
Right.
So I deduct everything. This is all I need, 34,000. And then so from the Pell Grant, I got more than last year. I got 57. She doesn't have work study because she in the co-op program. The Perkins loan, she got 1,000. She got the SEOG grant, $1,000. She got the FIA, almost 3,000 from the FIA. So this is like a state grant that you can apply for. This is the Drexel scholarship grant. And these two are the subsidized and unsubsidized, that which she accepted it. And because they pulled her income, they gave her like the total of $30,000. Okay, but I need 34, and then we went in to negotiate with the school again. So she got it for free. She got the extra $4,000 from the school. We went to negotiate with the school.
Wow, save a lot of money.
Yeah, I save another
See, a lot of people
$5,000.
don't know this.
So you use her own income to apply?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I went into school because I told them that I only got 30, and then my tuition is 48. I used this number when I went to negotiate. 48, not the 34. Because it's a lot of difference. $18,000, I don't have that money, right? So that's why I use this to negotiate with them for like $5,000. I say, just give me $5,000 from 48. But I only needed $5,000 for this,
Right.
so that I get it for free.
Very smart.
Very smart.
So this is last year's income, and the net is 38,000. It's like 10 times
Wow.
more than last year.
Yeah.
This is the net income. I didn't show my gross income. Net, so it's like 10 times.
That's
But-
secret.
But because they used my daughter's income, I could get everything covered. So they didn't look at my income. Okay, but this is my son, Jason. He's going to Drexel also. And yeah, he's going to Drexel. So his tuition, the estimated cost of attendance is 61,000. He's going for computer science. You know, and then so the same thing. We got this. His Drexel grant is more. His Drexel grant is 26,000, and then he got a scholarship for 11,000. So and the FIA gave him 36,000.
That is 100.
3,600. I'm sorry. And then I got the Pell Grant for 56,000. I mean 5,600, and that SEOG is $1,000. So the total of the estimated scholarship and grant I got was 47. Grants and scholarships 47,000. The total.
Man, that's saving
That's
a lot
how
of money.
when I applied from what I learned from last year, and I applied, and I got 47,000 grants and scholarship for him, from all those. You know, and then because they put in like the tuition is only
Yeah,
48, right?
Okay.
Tuition 48, and then they got textbooks,
Transport-
room
you
and
need
board,
trans-
transportation,
my
personal
God.
expense. You don't need those.
Yeah. If
I
you
got-
live in Philly, right?
Yeah, I got 47. The tuition I need is 48. Right? Only $1,000 different. And then I went to school again. I didn't have the picture up here, but my son got a $2,500 back from Drexel because the financial aid overpaid. Because I negotiated with the school. The cost of attendance was 61. I went back, I said, give me another 5,000 from here. So the 5,000 took off from here instead of here, because that's all I need. This is the 48, 48 is all I need. They gave me a 5,000 off from here. So the 5,000 off from here, and I got this already. So he got $5,000 back from the school, but they pay him two separately because they are billed like half a semi-annual billing. So they refund him $2,500 for the last semester. And he got another $2,500 the next semester because
Is that a
the
couple
financial aid overpaid. I went in to negotiate with this amount because
So that 61 is like a school course, the whole thing.
it's the
cost of
estimated
attendance.
cost for like textbooks, supplies, room and board,
Oh, but they added
transportation,
up.
everything.
Estimate.
Okay, but I don't need this. My son doesn't live at
So
campus.
if you
He
pay
lives
all
with me.
those, what do you get?
If you pay all these,
Yeah.
you
get
can go.
nothing?
You can negotiate with them.
You pay all that, you lose money.
You
get
you
nothing.
if you pay all these, then because if you don't negotiate, they'll charge you 61.
You have to pay
Still
them.
pay.
Mm-hmm.
When you go back to ask them to negotiate, do they ask you was something for your income or something like that?
No, they don't ask you. You just go and tell them I don't make that
That's when you go
much.
buy a car.
They have all the record
cheaper
already.
price.
They have everything from the
都係買
financial
菜
aid.
咁咯。
So whose income you use it for your
This
son?
one is my income.
Who's your income?
Yeah, because my son doesn't work yet. Next year he works with the co-op program. He doesn't work yet, but so it's use my income.
So
you
your
still
son
get
made
it
money.
free.
I still got it for free, and he got money back.
So your son made
Yeah.
money. He said
Yeah.
25, 22.
He made
2500.
I don't
$5,000.
know how to feel.
Right.
Negotiate. We just let it go, you know.
You know, you negotiate with the